Hello, Facebook friends. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Happy Tuesday. I wanted to hop on here and share some of my tips for your desk space or office space to keep it organized and neat so that you can function better and make it be a place that you want to be. So I shared earlier in a group that I'm in about this, and so I've just figured why not share it on my page as well. I love to talk organization. I know you guys have been seeing me talk about it a lot lately, so I'm just running with it and talking about what brings me joy. So if you are new to my page or a new friend, my name is Megan Phillips. I am a mom of 3 little ones that are 5, 4, and 1. And one of them is actually at school right now, and the other 2 have not woken up from their nap, so it's quiet. So I like to try to take advantage of my quiet time and be as productive as possible. So that is why I'm hopping on now, even though I'm sure some of you are working and may not be able to watch live, but that's okay. If you are watching live, say hey in the comments. Let me know if you love office supplies, right? I love office supplies. They're like one of the most favorite things to buy as an adult, right? And if you're catching the replay, do #replay and let me know that you watched later. So I want to give a couple tips on how to keep your desk organized or your office space. And before I even do that, I want to just mention, everyone's space and home is going to look different, so don't compare yourself to others. I'm just giving you my suggestions. So our old house, we moved in July. In our old house, I did not have an area for a desk, so I basically used my dining room table, and I pulled out all the supplies and things that I needed when I wanted to go live or if I needed to work on my business. I had everything like compact and put away and would pull it out as I needed it. I didn't have a designated office space. So in our new house, I have a little area between our kitchen and the playroom where I have my desk and I have all my things, and it is where it is like my command center. And so I'm going to give you a little tour and show you my setup, and then I'm going to talk about a couple of tips that I have that I use that hopefully will be valuable to you. So say hey if you're watching and let me know. I think I asked if you like office supplies. Is that your favorite? What's your favorite office supply? I love Post-it notes. So if you have one, let me know. I'm going to give you a tour. I'm going to flip this around. So I'm going to show you that you don't need a big fancy house with a private office with a door, although that would be nice. That is not what I have. And that's okay. Like I said, I used to do everything from my dining room table. So this is where, so we have my kitchen here, and then this is my office area right here in between the kitchen and the playroom. So it's great for me because, I can still be sitting at my desk if I need to do something and still have a visual right next to where my children are, and I can get up and be with them if something happens or I hear something going on that shouldn't be going on. I can get up very quickly and supervise or assist if needed. So you don't have to have a big fancy space. So don't feel like, oh, I don't have a 5-bedroom house with an office, so I'll never have a space that's mine. So I actually feel like I have I've upgraded since our last house where I had everything at my table. So I really love my desk space and office space, even though I don't have an office with a door. It actually functions great for the stage of life that I'm in because I have 3 little kids. So if I was upstairs with the door shut, I would really only be able to do that when my husband's home. And so that wouldn't be productive for me. I wouldn't be able to get a lot done. I would have to end up bringing a lot of things downstairs and work on it downstairs anyway. So I love my space is in the midst of everything. So I wanted to show you that. And then now I'm going to give you a couple of tips of things to help you get organized. So first I would say if your desk or your office is like a dumping ground, which it's okay if it is. My desk, like I said, is in my kitchen in between our kitchen and the playroom. And so it's right by the door to the garage. And It's easy to, when we bring in mail or, if anything from outside, it's easy to like dump it on the desk because it's right here. So to avoid that, I do have a little desk organizer on top. I'll show you right here that I got from Target. And this has all of our bills and important documents, things I need to file and just want to keep quick access to. So when I do open mail, I first of all open it immediately when you walk in the door. If you have mail, you bring it in, open it right away, deal with it. Put it in its spot that it goes. If it's a bill that needs to be paid, I have like a folder that says needs paid. Every Friday, I check my needs paid folder and I pay bills every Friday. So I know if it goes in that folder, it's going to get paid. So if it's something I need to file, it's just an important document I want to keep, I'll put it in there too. So I deal with it immediately. If it's trash, a lot of mail that comes in is just like not even important and it just gets pitched immediately. Then it doesn't become a pile of something that's going to stress me out. So you want to clear the clutter from your desk space or your office area. So that's one way. Deal with paper mail and paper as it comes in. Deal with it immediately. Put it in its designated spot so it doesn't become a pile that stresses you out. And then you want to make sure that you have a space for everything. So if your desk is your catch-all, you need to go through all that stuff. If you have things on your desk that you haven't used, like it's something that's been piling up but you haven't really used it for like 6 months and you're not using it and it doesn't bring you joy, pitch it, donate it, get rid of it, do something. You're not using it, so you don't need to keep it. It doesn't need to take up space in your mind and in your home if you're not using it. So that's going to help you clear the clutter. Go through all that stuff. First, go through all the things that have a designated space first, put that all away. And then anything that's left, you need to reevaluate. Am I using this? If not, am I going to be using it in the near future? If it's sat there in the same exact spot for several months, you're probably not going to use it. So I would recommend getting rid of it and giving it to someone that it would bring them joy. And that's totally fine. And then that's going to help you figure out what needs to stay in your desk space and what doesn't. Now, some things that you have in places might not be working for you. For example, I have these shelves up on my desk now that I didn't, or next to my desk that I didn't used to have. So I just got those recently. My husband put them up for me, and I have on them a lot of supplies for my Color Street business. So before I had the shelves, I didn't have space in my desk for all the stuff, and I was keeping them in the basement because I couldn't leave them stacked on my desk because my kids get into that stuff, and there was like nail files and Color Street sets and random giveaway prizes all over the house because they go through everything. So now, and it was inconvenient. So I'd have to go downstairs to go grab what I need if I wanted to get a package together to send to someone or work my business. So it wasn't practical. Instead of doing that every time I wanted to work my business, I would just be like, I'd just rather not, honestly. So I wasn't doing as much as I should be doing because it was inconvenient and I'd have to go downstairs to get all my stuff. So now it's neatly organized on my shelves where I need it, can quickly grab things, and my desk is aesthetically pleasing. It's pretty. It's a place I want to be now. So that was my first tip. Second tip, get little organizers. It does not have to be fancy. It can be little trays, little organizer trays, like that desk organizer that sits on top of my desk is actually from Target. But I got a lot of things over the years, some of the things I've had forever, from Dollar Tree, and I love Dollar Tree, and I swear by it. I swear you should start there. If you can't find what you need, then go somewhere else. But Dollar Tree has great little organizer bins. And then if you don't find everything that you are looking for, then I would try like Amazon, Target, Meijer, Walmart, those sort of stores. They're also going to have perfect things that will work great. They're just going to be a little bit more expensive. So I would always start at Dollar Tree. Okay, so now I'm going to show you my drawers and what I mean by the little organizers and trays and all of that. Okay. So this bin here I got from Meijer, and I have two that are exactly the same. And in this basket, I usually keep my tripod that I'm using right now. So when I'm not using my tripod, it goes here. Oh, this actually goes in. And so this basket is things that I use when I am taking off my nail strips and putting new ones on. This is my personal use bin. This is all products and like items that I use for giveaways and gift sets and things like that. My business cards are right here. These are gift tags that I use for when I put packages together for people. This is my like shipping drawer. So it's got my scale for when I want to weigh something and ship it. This is my address book for all my personal friends and families, addresses, notepads over here. All of these, I just showed you guys about these, I don't know, a couple days ago, last week maybe. I just recently got them all from Amazon, and they are zip pouches, and I got an assorted size. I am using these for everything. Seriously, go get you some of these. I will link it in the comments. Seriously, I'm using them for kids' boards, games, puzzles, toys, my desk stuff, like all of the things. It's so convenient. I use them when I put away our Christmas stuff. I used them for the kids have a felt tree with like felt Velcro pieces that so they can decorate the tree. I folded that up, put that in a large zip pouch, some of the ornaments, the Christmas tree lights, like I used it for that stuff. It's going to make it so much easier next year when I go through that stuff because it's organized way better. So that's what these pouches are from, is Amazon, and I'll drop that link again for you. But all of this pouch is my address labels, stamps, things like that. These are all envelopes of different sizes that I use to mail out. And then I had another one that's bubble mailers. So these are the large envelopes that have the soft bubble inside, so that I can send things that aren't flat. So I use those quite a bit. So all three of these fit very nice and neat in my drawer. They're not going to get unorganized and all over the place, all willy-nilly, which is great. And they keep the desk really, really organized. And then the last drawer over here, because, you know, we live in a time where we have masks. These are all the kids and and James's face mask. So I have a pouch, Phoenix has a pouch, Ellie has a pouch, and James has a pouch of our face masks. And these are like extra headphones, charger, and things like that we need quick access to all the time. And then this is my middle drawer where it has all of the office supplies, batteries. It's kind of like the junk drawer, but it's definitely organized for all the quick access things. So these are the sort of trays that you can get at Dollar Tree. These and these I got from, these all connect, these from Dollar Tree. This tray I did not get from Dollar Tree. I don't think. I've had it for years, but they have similar things at Dollar Tree. And if they don't have it specifically in the office supply section, like a drawer tray organizer, you can use a utensil organizer in the kitchen section. It's going to work just the same. Like, it's going to have the divided sections for you. It's only $1. It'll be great. So if they don't have one that's specifically for desks and the office supplies, I would check the kitchen supplies section and get a utensil organizer, because you can use that in your desk drawer too, and it's going to work great. So use those little organizers. Don't leave anything loose by itself, because it's not going to stay organized at all. It's going to stay in place if it's in a little bin. So that would be my recommendation on bins and trays and all of that. So that was number 2. Get organizers, bins, shelves, those zip pouches, all those things are going to help. And then my third tip is to make it look pretty. Make your desk area look pretty, because if it's aesthetically pleasing, you're going to want to be there. You're going to want to actually spend time working if it doesn't bum you out, being there. I have like a cute little cork board design above my desk with a sign that has my business name on it that my friend got me last year, I think. And I've got a little desk lamp. It's nice, it's pretty, it's organized. I like sitting here now. I've literally spent way more time at my desk in the last week than I had since we moved here, because I've like really been I got those shelves and I've been working on getting it all organized, so I'm enjoying working now. So that helps too. And my last tip is just talking about my 3 must-haves for your desk space or office, and it's a calendar. So I have a calendar up above my desk, just a generic calendar that I put family members' birthdays on, but it's easy for me to be working or doing something and look up and be like, oh yeah, that's today's date. So that's really all that I use that one for. Second thing is a planner. So I always have my planner usually like this on my desk, open face, because I'm using it all the time. And then third is like a whiteboard, a cork board, some sort of board where you can write things, put notes up and on a place so that you're not getting clutter on your desk. So those are my tips. I hope it's helpful to you. And thanks so much for watching. I hope everyone has a lovely evening. Bye.